let's get back to our own confusing conflict.
Spain is kind of fucked right now.
Oh my god. This looks like they just spammed on a keyboard.
Yeah, the Umayyad Empire that had we can kind of get a better idea of what's going on here. The Umayyad Empire that took over most of France broke up like a century ago.
Wait.
So now there's just a bunch of independent duchies.
What view was that? Was that like the overall
This is religion.
empire view?
So these are... Yeah.
So it's Catholic.
So Spain
that's
is like
why.
partially Sunni. This
I was
is
thinking
Catholic.
that doesn't sound Spanish.
Orthodox over here.
That explains it.
Other stuff going on right now. William the Conqueror, Harald Hardrada of Norway, and Harold III of England are fighting out over who's going to become the King of England.
I have another semi-serious question. It seems like there's fog of war, but also your fog of war extends way beyond what I would expect a duchy in.
Well, we know stuff because of we're part of France, so we have the kind of
so we know what
vision
France
of
knows
France.
effectively.
Yeah, we know what France knows. You know, we are a vassal of a duke who is a vassal of the King of France, so we serve the King of France indirectly.
France just does not give a toss about whatever is happening over in Bohemia.
Okay, cool. So this guy is now imprisoned by the duke.
Cool.
And now we just got to figure out what the duke. When did we start?
Like, how many years has it been?
Oh, it's been about a month.
Oh my, no.
Oh,
it was
wait,
December
no.
earlier. It's been at least a year.
No, it's been a year. Okay, we don't need these troops anymore, so I'm going to disband them.
Aww.
Okay. So
let's see what happens to this dude.
All right.
Just kind of rotting in the dungeon?
Yeah. At this point, we're trying to just, like, get LaMarche here. Also, did the king not take things out on the air?
Well, no. I mean, he, like, the heir is kind of inconsequential at the moment. He wasn't the one who went to war against the duke. This is the original count of the
That's still
province.
Surprisingly understanding of the duke to be like, oh, well, you know.
He's hanging out in the dungeons. Like, he hasn't actually done anything. It may not be possible for him to actually revoke the title. Where will we find that? Oh, okay, yeah. So... Okay, that's the county law. Okay, so... Yeah. So, the Duke of Aquitaine has not passed the law that says that he's allowed to revoke titles from vassals. So this guy is actually just in a dungeon here. And it doesn't
Is there a
matter.
way we can get that law passed?
No.
Can we kill
not
him?
without being on the council. No.
Okay, how do we get on the council?
What is our ruler's council? And they're currently voting for some, like, tax law that we don't care about, which means that actually it'll take us, like, it'll be 5 years before we can even do anything. Because there's a minimum time period between when you can change laws, which is an in-game thing. That's not it's not like some real thing that was agreed upon in the medieval period or something. There's also a peasant revolt up here for whatever reason. We don't care.
Okay.
All right, so
Josh,
let's just keep going here, and yeah.
I was just gonna ask, what is our ambition right now? Would you say?
Well, becoming the king of France would be nice.
Okay. What's our next?
We
move?
could. I think. This sounds bad. I think we should seduce the Princess of France when she's old enough to be seduced.
Oh, this game has problems.
Yeah.
I mean, this also happened, so, like, I can't be that angry at it, because that's literally what it's simulating, is that creepy behavior, but...
Right now, we're kind of waiting for our claim to pop here. Then we should be able to declare war on them. Oh. I can just...
Oh.
Okay, worrying reports have reached you that your marshal is using soldiers to extort money from the peasantry in Bourbon. Should we fire him? Or deal with this later?
Fire him! He's a jerk!
It doesn't actually... Do we lose prestige? Is that us losing prestige? Yeah, we lose prestige if we fire him.
Yeah, it doesn't actually seem to have that much of a positive effect.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't change the revolt risk at all.
So, okay, I guess he he got off.
Yeah. All right. So wait a minute.
You guys are dicks.
What is this? We are a pretender to a duchy?
I mean, hey, Chris, you know, if the constituency isn't going to punish us for it, then that's on them.
Oh,
What is that noise that is driving me nuts?
I'm not. I don't know.
I think that's the
Why
sound
is it
of
making
somebody.
the writing
Somebody with
sound?
like a. It sounded like somebody with a quill who was chewing on it, is like chewing and swallowing it.
Okay, so we can't do that because we don't have enough piety. We can't do that because we don't have enough. No, we don't have enough piety either way. So this is a thing where being cynical is kind of fucking us over, actually, because we don't get piety at all. Let's get rid of this. We don't care about killing that guy anymore. But we can buy an indulgence.
Oh, there. Let's do that. Yeah, just throw money at it. Absolutely.
Which should pop up with a window here soon, maybe. There we go. Glory to God!
That seems
So
awful
we got more
fast. That
piety
was like,
from
what,
that?
2 days for the church to approve an indulgence? I
More
feel
like
like in real life, to get a
like
message to the Pope and get approval, I feel, would take what longer?
Oh no, we just send it to the Pope's branch office.
Associate popes have signed off on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oops.
The Vice
Uh-oh.
Pope initialed it. So.
I accidentally alt-tabbed there. That was neat.
How do you do that so often?
Well, this game's full screen mode doesn't have the stuff bound to it doesn't have it bound to the edge of the screen, so I can just go off the screen and click, and that does it.
Should we stop and check the footage, or do you want to keep going?
It just restarted the recording, so I think we're fine. Well, we could go and ask our leech for a title. See if
Why not?
See
I
if he
mean,
wants to give us one.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
Can you have
a good question.
non-consecutive counties?
Hope.
Yes, you can have counties all over the place.
What
he
is
doesn't want
this
to give
is
us
futile?
give us one. That means that we would give up our ambition to acquire a title.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he didn't want
So
to
what
give
we
us any
could do to
counties.
get more piety is eventually, when we, in a couple of years, we can become a theology dude and go on a pilgrimage. I think we have to be that,
Oh,
yeah.
wicked pious.
So let's
Oh,
turn the
yep.
speed
This
up
is
here,
some
'cause nothing
grim,
really is
authentically
happening.
medieval shit in there.
You just know that Kentucky LaCroix's goal is to become a theology
To
dude.
imprison this guy? Oh, that's our marshal.
I'd be sort of interested in like
Let's
hearing,
make some people commanders.
like,
Do we
what
not have
is-
any kids yet?
like,
We
what
have-
is the
no.
artistic goal, if any, of the Crusader Kings
Waiting on
team? Because you see them include like some kind of grim historical shit, where it's like this probably doesn't exist just because it's fun, because it isn't. It's kind of terrible. But at
Oh.
the same time, like, whoop.
So that guy we sent to fabricate a claim got murdered.
Wasn't he a terrible? Oh no, he was our best
Uh-oh.
possible chancellor.
Yeah.
Right. Oh boy, this is gonna be
This guy's got a
exciting.
9.
Well, we
let's
have a
send
new
him-
best chancellor now.
Yeah.
Miss Horse.
See if we can get him to fabricate a claim for us.
My court physician, the wizard, remember, the sorcerer, suggested that I buy him new laboratory equipment so he can perform more advanced experiments.
All the chickens you require.
Sure,
I want
yeah.
fireballs
Do
by
it,
year
dude.
1074.
Can we join? Oh, cool. So he gains some learning, which will be useful if we get a disease. Maybe we can also, what we can do is join the Benedictine order. Oh, there's
Do
different
they have the
ones
Delta
for
Knights?
Catholics. No. Oh, we can become a Satanist.
Aww.
Oh. I mean,
Unfortunately, that won't help us get piety. What's the difference between
It
these
probably also won't help us get any additional territory.
yeah, realistically speaking, being a Satanist does not open any doors for you. Except the door
Okay,
to the
so
room
this
with
is
all the
monastic
Satanists in
and
it.
scholarly, and this is Holy Inquisition. So we want to join the Dominican Order, obviously.
Why is that?
So we can get more piety.
We don't need
And
that.
Dominicans
Basically,
are wicked
we're-
pious.
We're part of the this order here, and
Are
we
you
will
sure
get,
it doesn't
like-
have anything to do with the rum?
Well, I mean, that's good too. We're going to get like points with this order that will allow us to rank up eventually, and they'll send us missions that we can do to rank up and so on. Let's see if anything interesting has happened here. Oh, this guy became not a kid anymore.
That beard is so gross. I can't stand it.
Oh, it looks so awkward. It's basically just
I
like
want a
our
good
character is
old-fashioned-
wearing awkward politician costumes.
Did we lose our mustache? Wait a
We
minute.
did.
Oh, we can't do our mustache while we're part of this order, and we also have some.
But we got a
fucking
wicked
awesome
headband.
hair. That's not a headband. That's a haircut.
Oh no.
So you need to wear a tonsure. But can I keep my mustache? You Dominicant.
No, nobody has hair that far down on their forehead. There's no way that's a haircut.
No. It's
all from the
It's
top
hanging
here.
down,
Falls
Chris. Yeah,
over,
it's
yeah.
hanging down from the top.
Oh, it's bangs. It's just, oops,
Yeah.
all bangs, the haircut. Okay, I
And
got
the-
it.
I mean, it's
The
it's
act-
all around the head.
As I recall, the actual idea of that haircut
Oh,
is that
what's
it looks so
going on here?
stupid that it cannot possibly be an act of vanity.
Did these guys declare?
Friar Tuck.
Oh, these guys broke away from the Holy Roman Empire. Interesting.
It's just like I just
So we got a
imagine
bunch
like
of waiting.
a glum put upon Kentucky bourbon being forced to wear different outfits for like portraits to increase his demographic appeal.
What? All right, so we just declared
remember,
a holy
kids.
war for the Mallorcan islands down here.
Majorca, I believe.
Yeah, let someone else fight for those. We don't care.
This is the King of France. We don't give a damn.
People say that, Mario
Oh,
Odyssey
we're getting
was
appointed
cool
a
with its
commander
outfit things,
again.
but,
Oh, boy.
Crusader Kings did it first.
Wait, we still haven't had a kid yet. I guess it hasn't been like 9 months or whatever, but she isn't even pregnant.
No, that has not happened.
Oh
You're gonna have to
shit!
get a new
Uh,
wife.
So this guy is asking for money to improve his town with a monument. Yeah, sure.
I'm really looking forward to Roger.
Yeah.
Roger.
Mayor Roger.
Roger.
I know that that's historically accurate, but it looks really funny.
Ruler
Wow, that's
imprisonment
a haircut.
sovereignty law?
That actually sounds
What
relevant
does
to our
that
interests.
mean?
Oh. Oh wow.
So
This
maybe
looks...
he can do something to this guy of Lamash now.
Who's Guillermo?
This random kid in our court.
Just this 10-year-old who's hanging around
Oh.
your court.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't know why we give a shit. Apparently we're his educator. Okay.
We're like
I don't know why we're his
adopted?
educator, but that happens. Sometimes these
How
things
much
happen.
are they paying
Oh, no,
us?
that makes sense, like, historically speaking, you would send, like, your noble to go study with, like, another aristocrat's family, and it's like, oh, everybody gets something out of the arrangement, and, it brings your family closer together, yada yada.
What happened to our spy master? What happened to our chancellor?
There are vacancies?
Let's make our wife our spy master, because she likes us more.
So, having just played a lot of Civ, and I hate to keep bringing this up, but it's really interesting to compare the approaches of the two games, because they are similar in some respects, but very, 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 very different in others. Civilization is very interested in the state and the legacy of the country, whereas this game is very interested in personal legacy, and it's very interesting to see the framing that differently. Where this is very interested in sort of... What happened?
The leader of the religious order we're part of wants us to seclude ourselves and think about our life and actions. A sort of penance for our sins. Okay.
Are you going to accept? Oh, God. What does that mean?
I do that.
Okay, is this going to give us piety, or do we avoid losing piety?
Do penance. I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
It gives us piety. Today my seclusion begins. I've selected a simple chamber in the castle where I will spend most of my time during the coming months. Within these bare walls I shall do my prayers, read the Bible, and contemplate my life and actions.
So basically our wife is running the country right now. She's the spy master, so I just sort of figured.
We actually have a title that makes someone a particular... Like, we can specifically choose who would be that. Like, if we want our wife to run the country, she's not actually on this list.
Oh,
yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
It seems like, if she's married to Kentucky LaCroix, the least we can do is make sure that she gets a sweet gig after we die.
Cool, so she's now the designated regent, so if anything happens to us, she'll take over unless our heir is capable of taking over. What's going on in England?
Now, how does this work out?
William the Conqueror did it.
How does this work out if our heir is not of age when our character dies? We still get to keep playing?
Yeah. As long as we have a valid heir, which we do not yet.
Game.
But as long as we do, we can keep playing. Sorry, what were you saying about Civ and Crusader Kings? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, I mean, the game happened. But I was just talking about how, like, this game tries to highlight the messy nature of the individuals aspiring to power and their dynasties, and how ununified a nation really is, right? Like, this game highlights, we are France, but France is a collection of individual duchies that are collections of individual counties that have... What happened?
We can't make sense of this passage of the Bible.
We don't understand the Bible.
Basically, are we going to cheat, or are we going to try to get good?
I think we should ask our bishop.
65% chance Amon de Bourbon manages to explain it to us.
Hey, he did it! Wow, look at this dude's hair. This is what awaits for us.
Oh boy. That's something to look forward
Why do all the characters in this game look, like, shocked?
Well, have you seen this game?
They are. Are we? How many troops do we have over here? There's a bunch of Muslim troops in Paris right now, so that's neat.
Oh, wow. That happens kind of suddenly.
Wow.
Oh, hey, it's a statue of us.
So
it's
if we
too much
remove
for a
it, we get
movie.
humble, which would be good for piety. If we don't, we gain 200 prestige.
Well, let me ask you something. How likely is it that this statue is going to be 100% the legacy of Kentucky LaCroix?
Leave it. I want a statue of Kentucky LaCroix. It will be our only legacy. We have no children.
I have no words. Drake shaking his hand at children in a lineage. Drake pointing his finger at a giant-ass statue.
So we feel reluctant about charity.
Perhaps I should try to more.
We can give actual gold.
But will giving more make you actually feel less resistant to giving? Because his statement here is that he gives to charity,
Apparently,
but he feels
yes,
bad about
according
it.
to this.
I feel like that's a bad moral choice in a game then, because I don't know if that's actually how that works in real life.
Do we want to actually give gold? This will give all but one of the gold that we have.
Yeah, don't do that. That's too much money. That's way too much money.
Yeah,
We have
although
a
on the other
county to care
hand-
about.
On the other hand, we're not spending much.
We will when
Yeah, but-
we go to war.
Okay, yeah.
Which is the point of all of this exercise, incidentally, is we get enough piety that it'll be fine when we go and declare war on this Catholic buddy over there next door. Ah,
God,
cool.
can
We
you
make some
imagine that,
progress
though?
doing penance.
Like, can you imagine in the olden days having to, like, steal yourself away to a crappy room for 6 months for no reason other than to get permission from the church to be able to go to war with some douchebag you don't even care about, just to be able to expand your, like, expand your lines and declare yourself a duchy?
So I sent my... Oh.
Cardinal Fresca. Oh, it's Fresco. Wow.
Oh, okay. He's a... Oh. People are going to be laughing at me. Remember when I told them to go increase relations with the Pope?
Yeah.
So I sent him here. Rome is down here. I sent him to Pisa. Because the shields
God
look
damn
similar.
it, Josh. You said there would be no Italy in this adventure.
He came bearing a piece of offering.
Pope lives in Italy. I can't... The Pope doesn't live in the place in Italy I sent him to, but he does live somewhere in Italy.
This new country is invading
new
a
goal
lot
is
of our
to find the
territory,
Pope.
and I'm starting to get concerned. The not France, not Holy Roman Empire, whatever that is, they're gaining territory, and I don't like it.
Who? This one?
No, the red one, the not Holy Roman Empire.
Oh, Provence?
You know,
They're not that big a deal. Unless you mean the Byzantine Empire.
I was having a thought, which is, it's almost legitimately surprising that it took this long for them to make a strategy game about convincing yourself you're a good Catholic.
I feel like we had two guys in La Marche. What happened there?
One of them died.
But didn't we replace him?
Yeah, and then I sent him over to hang out in Bordeaux to impress our liege and maybe make him give us a title.
Okay, so our character hates the church, but he has found God, so he's probably gonna, like, start calling himself a Christ follower on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, wow, it happened again. Exact same event.
Can I get an amen?
Hey, we're gonna have a
Hey!
kid.
And is that actually a good place to call for today? What's our time?
I think we're at about an hour.
Alright, let's call it there. So I walk the
Hey,
dog.
and we finished our penance.
Well,
All right.
I look forward to seeing where this is going.
Next
We're
episode,
expecting some more
maybe
episodes.
warfare.